Now this here is interesting, and I will talk about this more when the
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal.
when the circumstances are appropriate. Yeah, well, don't even get me started on Loghain there, Alistair. What do we got going on here? Archers and other Genlock dudes. Once again, I want you to knock a fool down there. You, I want to,
Armed and dangerous, ready for action.
well, that barely hurt anybody. No, I need you to keep attacking the fools over there. Same with you, like, seriously. Oh, great. That's helpful. Oh, my God, he's gonna die. Use that, please. Oh, it doesn't help he's getting stabbed in the back, and I just wasted a poultice on him for that reason. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I wasted that. You can do something more useful. Alright, stop them from damaging us for a second, please.
Let's make this quick, shall we? Come, you can be carried on that. My strength.
Get over there.
No quarter. My strength is waning.
Oh, hush, you're fine. Alistair, get over here! God's sake, he is the most bipolar little shit I've ever had the misfortune to work with. Thank you. See, now that's a case where the tactical menu is really helpful. Since
This should be easy enough.
any kind of like sustained ability that one of your party members has, they'll stop, like it'll turn off as soon as they go down. And so it helps to set them to use it automatically as soon as they stand back up. Now about this mace. Less damage. Better armor penetration, which might be helpful here. I can't really say for sure. So we'll leave it be. Every single room has to have a clusterfuck, but we do have the good fortune that we have some dogs to help us out here. Oh, he tried to pin me, but it wasn't gonna work. Alright, now here's an alpha, so he's a pretty tough. Where's the alpha? I can't even see him anymore. Get out there, please. There he is. Knock him down. I'm still pinned. Unbelievable. Alright, Mage Face. Go ahead and lightning the fool. Oh, he resisted it. That's gonna hit the dog, which I don't want. Go ahead and just blow this fool away. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, go dogs. Woo! Daddy. I can't even touch them. There are too many allies in the way. Unfortunately, the dogs will not continue to follow us here, but we could possibly lead enemies back to them. I just don't know. I don't know if they, if their AI continues to fight. So let's, everyone... There's gotta be a way I can issue orders, right? Kinda want these guys to just follow me. So I want everyone to just fall back for a second.
Weapons at the ready.
I want to see if the dogs will help again. I don't think they're going to. Nope, there they go. Alright, sweet. That helps a lot. Alright, Mage Face. Gonna do some collateral damage here, but it's kind of necessary. Go, there we go. Alright, seriously, dude, you gotta figure out to go to melee when you're getting attacked in melee. Keep fighting. Alright, there we have it, there we have it. Cool.
As you wish.
These dogs are just so chill. It's like, once their battle lust is sated, they're just completely emotionless.
This should be easy enough.
Yoink. Now, injury kits are interesting. They, if you go down, you have a chance to acquire an injury penalty, such as Alistair has. He has a crushed arm, which penalizes his damage. So we're gonna have him use an injury kit. The Tower Guard is a broken bone. Penalty was dexterity. And the Circle Mage has so many fucking things wrong with him. So, you all need to fix yourselves. They're all back in fighting shape, hopefully.
As you wish.
And some serious healing stuff here, but I need more flasks if I'm going to turn any of these elf roots into poultices. Alright, go to sleep. I'm going to take down this fool over here. And stabby stab. Go on, do it! Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna stand there? I think we're at the top here. There's a weapon stand. Grey iron greatsword that's of no value to me. I think this might be the top. Oh, that's one big bastard. Ew. Alright, how shall we approach this? This is a legitimate boss kind of deal. Alistair, I kind of want you to tank, so... Of course, I am going to go for the flank. You need to shatter the fool. No, wait. You need to shatter the fool. Oh, come on. That doesn't help at all. Alistair, I told you to threaten. At least pummel the bitch. Well, I stabby stab a bitch. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you take a hit, Alistair. Taking one for the team there. Well, unfortunately... Oh, wow, he kicked me. Wasn't much I could do about that. Mage Face. You haven't really got much going on for you. Why are you using that? We don't need it. You're wasting mana. Ah, you got swatted. Need you to shatter the fool again. I should not be risking this. Yeah, kick him in the nuts. There we go. That's how you deal with a big fool. Can I take his stuff? Thank you. Havard's Aegis, Potent Health Potion, and we got a Lyrium Rune. Nice. That's what we can use to upgrade weapons.
We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
You think?
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Damn you, Loghain! This act of betrayal is unconscionable. Ouch!
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Where the hell am I?
Back in the wilds, of course. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and I have just bandaged your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
No. You mean from the tower?
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
I can imagine. You mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
How bad were my injuries?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Now, why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Well, I have some questions for you, if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Well, is it that important to you out here?
Who says I would ransom for coin? Gold has its uses, I suppose, but power buys far more.
Well, I think trying to ransom a king with just the two of you wouldn't go so well once, the kingdom summons its army to rescue him. Now, are we safe here? What about the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
One can only hope. Now, how did she manage to rescue us?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Really? Well, are there any other survivors?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Looters, I suspect. What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Well, I wouldn't have asked if I didn't.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
Yeesh, that's not, Could any of those survivors be rescued?
If you are willing to run into the midst of the Horde, perhaps.
Now, why did Loghain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Loghain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Well, maybe I will, since you don't seem to be all that helpful.
I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Well then, I'm just gonna yoink.
This should be easy enough.
Oh, a suspicious chest. Now, of course, this will come into play later, but we shall not worry about that now.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Afraid you were going to be left alone?
Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the King. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these Darkspawn.
So you picked up the two most useless ones.
Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Well, the land is hardly united thanks to that bastard Loghain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
What exactly is that, then?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient to Vinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
True enough. Well, I suppose we should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
I don't like to work on assumptions, buddy. Will you help us, Flemeth?
Me? I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, you just told me more about them than anyone else has.
Whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Arl Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution.
Arl Eamon, the Earl of Redcliffe.
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Well, surely there are other allies. I don't think one Arl and his, his holding is gonna help us too much.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
We can try, but obligations are a fickle thing these days, it seems. I doubt it'll be that easy.
And when is it ever?
It's always been the Grey Warden's duty to stand against the blight. And right now, we're the Grey Wardens.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As ready as we'll ever be.
Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
Go on.
Bubbling, mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
What makes you think we want her?
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
So what, she's our problem now? Was this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance. Whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight. Even I
understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Well, I understand. Thank you very much.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Well, let's ask some questions if there are still any.
You may have answers. Ask.
Have you ever been outside of the wilds?
From time to time. I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that really what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Are you really her daughter, then?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
I'm just wondering about her age.
She would no more tell me than you, I assure you.
Well, that's a bit strange, but I suppose we won't press that too much. Tell me about this village, then.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Loghain. No more than a stop.
Fear and Lothering.
Imperial highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go there?
I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed.
It might.
That 'tis close, and I know the way.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
That's not very reassuring.
We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
They can't further in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Alright, well, tell me about you. What kind of skills can you offer?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Alistair, ease on misogyny, please. Never mind him.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
Alright, well, that's all I have to ask you.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
Your hair's on fire.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Alright, and there we go. We got a brand new party member, who is Morrigan. Now let's take a look at her really quick. Need to get to the skills. Now she is... Damn it. Interesting. She is a shapeshifter. That is one of the special, I don't know, classifications, professions, or whatever, of mages. And from what I understand, I don't know if this was ever fixed in one of the patches, like the sort of unofficial patch I downloaded, but shapeshifting ended up being almost entirely useless in this game, because the damage you did in your shapeshifted form depended on your strength. And obviously mages don't have a whole lot of strength. And you would have almost no cause to put anything into your strength unless you were specifically dedicating to shapeshifting. And that's almost completely pointless, because all you're doing is you're giving yourself another melee party member. So there's really no reason for it. Shapeshifting is probably the most useless magic path in this game, and it is unfortunate that Morrigan automatically starts with it, because that means we can't really give her another one. But her other spells can be very useful. She can imbue our weapons with ice. She's got some of the basic spells. Mind Blast and Horror. These are ones that can weaken or, stop enemies, so she's a much more useful ally than the generic mage we had in the previous section. Let's level me up good. Need more dexterity, a bit more cunning. We are going to do that because that'll be helpful. Combat movement. Wider flanking angle makes backstabbing easier to achieve. Sounds good to me. It'll be very helpful. Alright, Alistair. Let's use some willpower and some more... No, let's not worry about strength. You're gonna need to take some hits, actually, if we're gonna have you tank. So... Survival. I don't know what the hell this does. I don't know why it doesn't have... descriptions for these. I almost feel like they got deleted. The descriptions for some of these abilities and such, for some reason, just aren't showing up now. Might as well have you master combat training. It's not gonna be that big of a deal for the time being. What do we need for that? We need to be level 9. Get you shield defense. Go ahead. Why not? Alright then. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do me for now. Should have about 2 episodes here. And, until I really determine what I'm doing next, I might do another short series to kind of bridge the gap between Gothic 3, which has just ended, and, the first Gothic, which I'm going to do once I'm convinced that it's going to run properly. I'm just going to have to find something to do in the meantime, because if this is the only thing I'm doing, it's going to get a little tiresome pretty quickly, so I don't want to be stuck with one game. And I still want to stick to 2 episodes a day, so I don't want to overwhelm you with the same thing the whole time. So bear with me while we probably work with 1 episode of Dragon Age every day or every other day while I come up with an idea of what to do next. And thank you all very kindly for watching. We'll see you next time.